Justis, what does it do for the rest of your team when you see a guy like Jay Sean go out there and have the performance that he did with 16 tackles? It seemed like he had his nose in on almost every defensive play. What does it do for, I guess, your whole group out there when a guy steps up like that?
You know, he gives us energy. I mean, Jay Sean's he's a ball hawk. He goes out there and flies around 100% full speed every play. So we know we're going to get plays made by him, and that just gives us energy to keep the tempo going.
What was the feeling in that locker room after coming away from Arkansas with just a big W?
We were excited. I mean, everybody was jumping around, but now we have to get into a different mindset, get ready for this week.
What kind of challenge does the TCU offense present to the defense this year?
Yeah, I mean, they have great players, outside, inside, quarterback. They're going to throw the ball around. They're going to run the ball. You know, they're well coached, so we have to be ready for anything. Everybody has to bring the A game and be where they're supposed to be whenever a play's called.
What do you most remember from walking off that field in Fort Worth last time you played in last season?
Obviously disappointment, but I mean, you know, we remember it, we forget it now, and now we're just trying to get better every day.
What kind of mentality do you have as a cornerback playing against such a prolific offense like this, where you're probably going to be on an island a couple times against very talented receivers?
Right. Just a hard nose, hard head. One snap and clear. That's one thing we say all the time. You have to, you know, if you give up a big play, you got to let it go because they're coming right back at you. So, just a hard mentality. Just be willing to go 100% every play.
What do you think about the quarterback at TCU?
He's a great player. Trayvon Boykin, you know, he can extend plays. He likes to move around. He can throw the ball for sure. So, you know, he's a great player, and we're just going to have to try and contain him as much as we can.
You guys are leading the Big 12 in forcing turnovers. Just what are your thoughts on that production through these first 3 games, and obviously something that was lacking last?
I saw you lean over and kind of smash your helmet against your teammates. What were you saying to them to try to kind of get this over the edge and finish that one out?
Well, let's finish it. That's all we had to do. And you know, me being in my position, that's what I got to be. I got to be a leader, and that's one thing that just trying to get the guys ready and just go in there and put the dagger in them and just finish the game. You know, that was one thing that really emphasized this offseason was finishing. You know, going out there in the second half and finishing the game, and just getting everybody excited. You know, just don't quit, and like I said, just finish the game.
How hard is it as an offensive lineman to go from the hurry-up style you guys ran for most of the 3 portion of the game, and then slowing it down, really trying to beat up that clock in that last drive?
It's not hard at all. We really we practice it in practice, and you know, Coach Kingsbury does a great job really preparing us for those kind of situations. We go through pretty much any situation that you can experience in a football game, and I think with the preparation that we had, it doesn't really change our demeanor. We might get a little, you know, time to get our breath, but we're in great shape. So I mean, it doesn't really change for us. We're just kind of, you know, all right, let's go. You know, let's snap the ball.
How much moxie does number 5 have? What's it like? What is Mahomes like during the course of a game?
He's the same. He's the same. He doesn't change. Even if, you know, if he throws a pick or if he throws 7 touchdowns, his head doesn't get rattled. He's the same demeanor that he is throughout the whole game. That's what you want. That's what you want in a quarterback that, you know, is in a position that he's in, and it fires us up. You know, to see a guy that, you know, if he does throw a pick like he did, that comes back in the huddle and said, all right, let's go put this in the end zone, and it fires us up, and it really gets us going for that drive.
How rare is it to see that in a guy as young as he is, kind of going through the first full season, starting a quarterback?
You could say it's rare, but from knowing Pat, it's just him. And you know, if you're looking at from other schools, you know, you would say that it could be rare for, you know, young quarterbacks to be like that. But being around Pat, that, you know, as long as I've it's just Pat. I mean, Pat is Pat, and Pat's going to go out there and, you know, I mean, heck, he threw out his whole body on a play to get extra yards. And you don't see that from quarterbacks. You usually just see quarterbacks just, you know, run around and try not to get hit. But he went out there and threw his whole arm into it, which he needs to, you know, leave that up to us big guys. But You know, that you play for guys like that. When you see that on the film, that's what this game's about. You know, the preparation and the demeanor that he has is through the roof.
Did you hear that on the field? And did you guys respond to that?
Yeah, I mean, I saw it there late, and you know, all the lines coming to me and telling me, I was like, dude, you see that? I was like, no, and he's like, yeah, Pat just went out there, you know, got a knockdown. I was like, well, heck yeah, let's go then.
Jared, when did you guys hear about Coach Kingsbury's comments after the game? What did you think about it?
You know, that's between him and Coach Beelam, and you know, we don't worry about that too much, and you know, I'm not worried about that at all. I'm worried about TCU for this week.
Did it kind of fire you up though when your coach, you know, came out and spoke out like that?
Yeah, but you know, that's in the past now, and you know, we're worried about this week and what TCU has to offer for us.
What do you think of Jakeem's touchdown toss?
He's got an arm. We were all excited when Coach Kingsbury put that play in for this week, and you know, we kind of joked around with it. All right, don't throw a duck out there when you do it, but it's good. You know, it's part of this offense that's exciting when you have plays like that, and it was fun to see that and see Reginald score that touchdown.
How do you avoid the letdown going from last week to this week?
You don't. I mean, you keep on it. You keep adding to it. You know, you keep the momentum going into this week, and you know, the coach is going to have a great game plan for us, and you know, it's fun. I mean, you really don't need. We're not going to get, you know, the energy's not going to be let down. It's first conference game against a great TCU team in the Jones. You know, Saturday. You know, on television. It's fun. What more do you want?